Frantic Families. It's my turn to share a story with you today from the Bible, and this story is about a man called Zaccheus. Now, before I tell the story, I just want to ask a question. Have you ever been to like a carnival or something like that, or a parade, and it's crammed with people? And I remember going to the Queen's Jubilee many years ago, and they were selling these like long cardboard things, periscope things that had glass at the bottom, glass at the top, and you could look through it and you could see above the crowd. And I need that because I understand this story of Zaccheus, because I'm a short person, and so I understand the problems of being short. In a crowd you cannot see over the top of people, and so whenever I've been to places like that, I use a periscope or I try and stand up on something. So this story of Zaccheus, we pick it up where there's been a lot going on, and Jesus is being really talked about because he's done things like he's raised Lazarus from the dead, he's healed a man called Bartimaeus who was blind and he could now see. So people were really talking about Jesus and really excited to meet him, and they knew he was coming into town, and so everyone's cramming in trying to see Jesus, and Zaccheus is stuck at the back of the crowd, and he has got no chance of seeing Jesus, and he's desperate to see what all this fuss is about. So he has a bit of an idea, and he goes and he finds a tree to climb, and it was a sycamore tree, and he climbed up this tree and he climbed in and he got himself prime position so that he could see Jesus coming down the road. And when Jesus got all the way down the road and came to the point where Zaccheus was in this tree, and there would have been lots of noise and people shouting Jesus, like trying to get his attention and stuff like that. But Jesus stopped and he looked up and he saw Zaccheus in this tree, and he said, Zaccheus, and God knew his name, Jesus knew his name, and he said, Zaccheus, come down from that tree, I'm coming to your house for dinner tonight. Well, Zaccheus was really shocked. And so was everyone else. Everyone else hated Zaccheus because he was a tax collector, and he wasn't a very honest tax collector. He used to take money off people that wasn't his. People really didn't like him, and they were a bit annoyed that Jesus had said, I'm coming to your house for dinner tonight. Anyway, Jesus goes to Zaccheus' house, and Zaccheus says to Jesus, I know I haven't been very honest, and I promise that I'm going to give half my money to the poor, and I'm going to pay everyone back 4 times if I've taken money off of them that wasn't theirs. And he said, I'm really sorry for the things that I've done in my life. And at that point, Jesus says, you know, he loves him and cares about him. And Zaccheus comes to know Jesus for himself personally that day. And it says his whole household did as well. And because Zaccheus took the time to find a way out of his problem so that he could see Jesus and encounter Jesus, he came to know him personally that day. And so I just want to encourage you that even if you sometimes think you're small or inferior, you're not very clever, you know, there many things we get told we're not good at. You know, I used to get told you're never going to be anything, Dawn, you're too small and you're not confident. And but we shouldn't listen to that. We should be determined to meet with Jesus if we want to meet with him. And that might mean thinking a little bit outside the box and doing something a little bit different. And the reward for that is that Jesus wants to come and know you, no matter what you've done wrong. Zaccheus had done loads of things wrong, but Jesus still wanted to know him. So if you want to know Jesus today, and even if you've done some really rubbish things, you know, before, he still wants to know you. And you can pray and ask him to forgive you, and he will come and you will be able to have a friendship with him today. So think about this story of Zaccheus, and if you want to read it for yourself, it's in Luke, and it's in Luke chapter 19. Read it for yourself. That's in the New Testament. It's an amazing story about how Jesus wants to know everyone, no matter what they've done. Have a fantastic day, and we'll see you soon. We're really missing you all, so hopefully we'll see you soon.